Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a timeless tarot reading. So whenever you find yourself guided or drawn to this video, it's most definitely meant for you. And I do want to thank you genuinely for joining me. But of course, as always, I want to remind you to go ahead and like this video. Do leave me a comment down below about your situation. Share the video if you could, and most definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't done just that yet. And when you subscribe, don't forget to hit that little notification bell as well. All right, but when meditating on your energy overall for the reading, the message that came through was getting up and just getting it done. Getting up and just getting it done. So let's get started. All right, we're going to begin, do some shuffling and pull from the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck. And I do want to say right off the bat, your energy is beautiful. Loving it. It's very kind of energetic and spontaneous, I feel the need to say. But moving on, as I shuffle, I want to remind you this is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. Whatever placement or placements it ends up being for you within your chart, all of which apply. But because it's general, do take what resonates and leave what doesn't for somebody else. But if you're also joining to hear about a Gemini in your life, all are welcome. And on another last note before we get going, I'm accepting requests for personal readings at this time. So all you have to do is shoot down to the description box below, and there you'll see the options, the pricing, and the email that you'll need to use to reach out to me, and I'll get that started for you right away. But to begin for our lovely Geminis, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for Gemini. They're telling me to move the pen real quick. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa. Okay. Interesting energy. Keeping coming. And they're saying that is good. I was thinking to myself for a moment, let me just organize these, straighten them out. And Spirit was like, Gemini won't really care. Just proceed with the reading. I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. So we're beginning with the Four of Cups in reverse. Accepting things, deciding to go for things, just getting up and getting it done like the overall message says. Feeling kind of a level of motivation and excitement for what's ahead come over you, even though things haven't worked out exactly in your favor in the recent past. Feeling like, you know what, screw how the past panned out or didn't pan out. It's time for me as a Gemini to realize I got it going on. I got a lot of people to look after or take care of, or, you know, vice versa. People sort of, you know, reaching out and with a helping hand looking out for you, and you taking on that kind of spontaneous go-getter kind of attitude and deciding, I'm going to accept this offer. I know when things are right for me now. I have a better grasp on what energies and what situations are truly right for me as an individual, and kind of putting, easily sort of sorting through things in the moment and pushing what's not right for you aside, and kind of zoning in on the right energies and the right situations, the right offers, and being like, got it, moving forward with it. You know, not wasting much time, feeling like there isn't much time to waste, given you're a very busybody these days, accomplishing what feels like everything. People depend on you, and that's understandable, and it's a good thing at times, but you need to think about the pace at which you're trying to accomplish everything. Is it healthy? Is it productive? How long can you keep that pace up? Something to consider. You can see how quickly I moved through the explanation of that card, and it's just like, wow. You know, your mind is racing, you're speaking very quickly, you feel like at times you're a storyteller, feeling like you have a lot of life experience to share with others. And it's like, yes, that's good and all, but you also got to think about who you're communicating with. Are they really absorbing it to the best extent? Because you're speaking so damn quickly. Moving on, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, so confident. You just waking up on the right side of the bed, or if you find you're not, you're just doing what you need to do, knowing yourself better these days, just to get yourself to that confident state of mind, or at least a very sometimes calm, but more so just consistent, feeling like at times you can't word things properly, as I was just struggling. It's going to be okay, is what you tell yourself. You kind of giving yourself a pep talk at times in the mirror, allowing yourself to remember that what you've been through was difficult, but it made you stronger in the end. And at times you finding yourself going from that overly kind of slightly chaotic, but just motivated, energetic way of being to a bit more calm. And Spirit saying that's okay to have both take place. As Spirit just reminded me as a reader to take a deep breath so I could just kind of get the messages out more smooth, in a more smooth manner. It's a very similar message coming through for you as well. Although you're feeling ultra confident about your choices moving forward, about you as an individual and just how things are meant to work out, you gotta breathe, right? You gotta allow yourself to meditate or simply just focus on your breath for a hot second so that things feel more level, they feel more grounded as you proceed with all of these confident decisions and choices. They keep saying to me, you've got it going on, you do. And you realize this now, and it's almost like the removal of certain energies from your past or situations, or the addition of either of which or both is leaving you realizing this 1000%. And you just seem to have the right people surrounding you moving forward for the most part, that kind of bring a brighter side of you out. You just feeling very optimistic and being like, I can just get this done, you know? And sometimes you are realizing it doesn't have to be so fast paced, or you accomplishing everything almost unnecessarily at times, you know, kind of like adding too much onto your plate, but feeling as if, you know, if you choose to, you can do it. I'm now seeing this as a crystal wall. A lot of you realizing how strong your intuition is, are sort of developing new spiritual gifts, or being very intrigued by others who have those kind of abilities and gifts, if you will, however you want to label them. And all of which is kind of taking you for a whirlwind, or just surprising you in one way, shape, or form. And Spirit saying if it ends up being your gifts, your abilities coming to light, trust them, embrace them, roll with them in whatever direction it heads in. You might feel this sort of, although you're energetic and motivated in this go-getter kind of mood, you might feel sort of airy at the same time, a bit of an angelic feeling as I look at this imagery. So don't be surprised if you feel like you're kind of floating through things in a more effortless way, although you're putting in tons and tons of effort. Interesting. Justice in reverse. Focus takes, you find yourself focusing on your lack of justice up until this point, feeling like once again, you've been through a lot of situations, or potentially one big situation that was just rough or not perfect for you. And in Spirit saying, well, at the same time, your justice is coming to be. It has its place, its time, you know. And if it started happening in small ways recently, amazing. But a lot of you feel as if you haven't got a taste of justice, or that true sense of balance in your life yet. And it's about kind of making certain adjustments and changes moving forward to foresee all of which come to light, or to sort of help Spirit in the universe make that your reality. You got it. You can accomplish this. It's now or never kind of attitude you keep taking on, but at the same time, allowing for things to, pairing that up with a nice kind of going with the flow attitude as well, where you're just naturally letting Spirit and the universe do their work to a certain extent, feeling like you don't need to sort of control everything so much, kind of a Four of Pentacles vibe coming through, allowing for things to unravel as they may. And we're moving on to the Ten of Cups. As you find yourself focusing on your cups being filled, on fulfillment or lack of which in your life, who helps you move towards a more fulfilled way of viewing things or being, or just that feeling coming over you, or what situations, you know, help you feel all of which once again. It's not necessarily about having the perfect life, is it? It's not necessarily about having everything be a level of perfection. It's more so about you striving to have that beautiful perspective view on everything, and to surround yourself with people, places, and situations that are right for you once again, and you feel like you're getting a better grasp on that. But at times it's like your mindset will drift to an old habit or two, one of which being overthinking, um, and allowing yourself to, I feel the need to pick this up, the devil, because that's the next card. One of which, huge one, being of overthinking and viewing things pessimistically. And it's okay if you slip up and you find yourself drifting away from that optimistic way of being, because it happens to the best of us. But when you see that happening, let's snap out of it. You know, let's get out of this mental funk. Let's realize how optimistic and how positive and motivated things have been recently, or we're starting to get to that point, and just try to maintain a level of optimism once again. And they're saying now a level of peace as well comes to mind. You realizing that at times you can feel fulfilled and have those cups feel full to a certain extent. But when you don't have that certain level of inner peace, even when things are energetic, you feel like you're missing something. And so at times you're questioning who and what's giving you that level of peace within your life, or at least who and what's stripping away that sort of level of inner peace. Which brings us solely to the Devil card, which is very much about overthinking. You as well needing to realize that at times your mental state and you trying to over analyze this and that, it definitely strips away that inner peace within, or the peace in your life in general. And you need to realize that at times that affects others in your life as well. Feeling like when you overthink things, the stuff around you just slows down, oddly enough. Being in line with the Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, it's about sort of going back to that confident state of being, that optimistic way of being once again, where you're like, I know what's right for me, I know who's right for me, I have a better grasp on all of which, so when this pops up and that pops up, or this person pops up from the past, I can better figure out how to move forward and reject this or that, or accept this or that, or sort of just sort through everything in my mind in a more mature, more healthy, a lot healthier of a manner. Allow for yourself to give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack. Stop and reassess your mental state and ask yourself, is this healthy? Is this right? Is this mature? Am I approaching things in the right manner? I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot from my recent mistakes and choices and how things unraveled and fell apart, in all of which. So am I utilizing everything to my best advantage with the way I'm thinking and trying to proceed? Okay? Moving on to the last and final card, we have the Queen of Swords. Absolutely deciding who and what's coming with you as you strive for bigger and better, as you find that your goals are so in reach. As you get a taste of justice, being aligned with the Justice in reverse and the Ten of Cups, feeling like the universe is starting to help you turn this in the upright position as balance comes into play, or a taste of justice comes into play. Feeling like you can start to achieve the fulfillment in your life that you desire. A little bit of that void within that's sort of been hanging around these days is starting to leave. You feeling as if everything is that much more attainable once again, as you decide once again what energies, what places, what situations are going to be best suited for you as a Gemini, as you learn more about yourself and your world as things grow and change. Now, with that said and done, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As well, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. I truly wish you have the most amazing day, week, and month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.